Hello Capricorn, and welcome back to your extended. So we've got like an interesting negotiation, if you will, that's happening in the beginning of your reading. So if you found yourself to not resonate with the King of Swords energy, you might actually find yourself to be resonating with this Queen of Swords energy instead, that's presenting in the second row. And she's coming through as one of the members that is in this newly formed friend group. So that's what this is. That's what, so, you know, like, you can put yourself wherever you see fit. What's interesting here is that, you know, you're both actually showing up as like an equal pairing, you know, the King and the Queen of Swords. So what this is talking about is that you are very well matched. And that refers to kind of like your skill set, the skills for whatever this game is, because it definitely feels like it could be like, I'm thinking of game night. It could be like a board game, a card game, something along those lines. And what this feels like is that you two are equally matched in your skill set with whatever game that you're playing. You both understand, you know, the strategies that should be used to what I'm hearing is for the game to be in your favor. What I'm noticing here in the camera, I didn't notice it on the board. Didn't notice it on the table, is that, you know, it's like the Queen of Swords here is like, look how much color they have in them. There's a lot of richness to the strategies that they use to play this game. Whereas the King of Swords, they kind of have, you see how the colors are a lot more dull? They have a, like, it's coming through as a one-trick pony. That's that's funny. There we go. With the pony, right? So it's coming through as like a one-trick pony, meaning that the strategy, the gaming strategy that the King of Swords uses is it's the same. Like, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Granted, it's a very good strategy, right? That's interesting, because is it actually helping them win? Because if they were to be winning a lot with this strategy, there wouldn't be a sense of like competition, all of that. They kind of would know that they have it in the bag. And so it's almost highlighting, that's what this is because it's like you're receiving, it's like it's highlighting a hole or an insecurity or something about them that is allowing you to utilize the skills that you have to kind of like beat them. It's like you're beating them at their own game. That's what this looks like to me. So what I'm saying here is we have it presented on the table like so, right? And what I'm seeing here is that there's this Hierophant at the beginning of the reading that is coming through as kind of like a game master. This Hierophant, they know all the rules. They know exactly how the structure of the game should be played. They are in a sense a traditionalist with this game. So you know how like you can have a game, like a board game if you will, and then kind of like the players or whatever will make up their own rules and make it fun for them, you know what I mean? well, what this is talking about is that this game master is, they're definitely a traditionalist. They like to keep it old school. They like to keep the original rules, if you will, of the game. And so this game master, there's something about it that they're kind of presenting themselves as on the side, if you will, of this King of Swords. But I don't think that it's in the way that you would expect it to be. It's kind of like they also, because I'm seeing his face, you know, I'm just going to point it this way. And he's kind of like, he's giving, it's like he's giving the King of Swords like a chill, like just like chill. That's what it looks like to me. So what this is referring to is that, say this King of Swords has a discrepancy, right, in this game. Like they wanna be like, oh, you can't make that move because of this such rule, all of this stuff, like all of these guidelines, if you will. What's happening here is that it's like the game master is approaching, and essentially, I mean, they're kind of being put in a hard position. They want to tell this King of Swords to chill out, but also like it's kind of like, well, he is right. Like this guideline is in place for this reason, all this stuff. So he's kind of acting as a, what do they call that? Not a supervisor, but like a referee. He's acting as a referee, if you will. So it's like he's going, you know, the King of Swords is bringing up something, right? That maybe in kind of like to combat whatever move the Queen of Swords has made, and he's being put in a position where he's kind of having to agree with this King of Swords, and the King of Swords is, I just don't like this energy. The King of Swords is very like haughty. He's like, yeah, see, I told you. It's that type of thing. But what I'm loving here is that this Queen of Swords, you know, it's like the Hierophant understands the dynamic between these two. And the Hierophant is kind of looking at the Queen of Swords. It's coming through as not necessarily something that is being said like verbally, but it's like a look at the eyes. It's like the Hierophant is looking in the eyes of this Queen of Swords, and it's kind of like, you know, like just don't mind him. It's kind of like whatever this one is presenting, it has more to do with the King of Swords than the game itself. That's what I mean. It's kind of highlighting an insecurity for them, or actually, and what could be used in your favor is a hole in their game. So what I'm loving here is that the Queen of Swords, which if this is you, Capricorn, and you know, of course, find where yourself is, the Queen of Swords is, well, she's actually very relaxed. She's sitting back. She's watching. You know, she also understands that there are guidelines, there are rules to this game, and she's definitely willing to abide to those rules. It's like whatever fit, if you will, that this King of Swords is throwing, it's not really affecting the Queen of Swords. And that's kind of like what this was referring to in the beginning of the first half of your reading, was that, you know, he's kind of coming in and putting a damper on the fun, you know, no more playing here, and taking away kind of like the chips or the what's coming through is like tokens, if you will, like those types of things away from the board, trying to take away the fun. But like I said before, that it's not actually affecting them, because there's this energy here around the friend group that is pulling them together regardless of any type of external, like situation. It's pulling them together. And that's what's also being presented here in the Queen of Swords. It's like it's not really affecting them because you see all of this smoke and trail and all that stuff, that signal, you see how it's kind of like it's billowing into their space. It's billowing into the Queen of Swords space. And of course it is what's tying the friend groups together. It has, it's coming through as insight, actually. It's like as the Queen of Swords is looking at this king, there is insight that is happening here. It's not going to be known on the surface of the Queen of Swords like appearance. It's definitely got like this one has a great poker face, a wonderful poker face. Like you can't tell, but it's like as she looks at him and watches how he plays his game, watches his game, his skills, it's like she's gaining insight about a strategy to defeat this player, a strategy to defeat that player. And it's coming, and that strategy is coming from the well. It's coming from a distant place or a distant, I don't know why there's a distance to this. What I'm receiving here is that whatever this insight here actually might not have anything to do specifically with the game. It's kind of like understanding behavioral patterns and then using that behavioral pattern kind of like against them in this game. So kind of like playing into the King of Swords hand. It's like there's a moment here, this moment here where there was some type of discrepancy that was brought up here. It's like the King of Swords has an idea, or because especially because they're presenting with the Seven of Swords, it's like they have an idea that they're gonna win this, and so part of your strategy is kind of allowing them to believe that they're going to win it, and that's being presented here as well in the next card that's coming up, the Six of Wands. So this is kind of like the one-trick pony that I was referring to before. It's like this strategy that they've used before has worked every single time, and because of that, they continue to play it. They continue to play it out, but because it's being played out so much, it's being like overplayed. So the secret, right? The secret to this strategy is being revealed. That's what this is referring to. So the Queen of Swords is kind of playing into that game of making the King of Swords feel like he's the victor. What I find super interesting though is like this Queen of Swords, there's no there's not really a desire here to like win. There isn't, there isn't, it's because for them, it's all fun. It's all just for fun. It's all just to, you know, hang out with your friends, have a good laugh, have a few drinks, like play, all of that stuff. So so the intention of this Queen of Swords is not necessarily to win. It's more to actually have fun. And there's something in that the Queen of Swords is trying to reveal to this King of Swords. And wasn't that happening earlier in the first half of the reading? It's like this crow here, this message was trying to remind the King of Swords that this is all about fun. Like there's no reason to be so serious and, you know, have it very like competition based, all of that. It's like that is what the Queen of Swords is trying to bring to this King of Swords. And she's having to because she's trying to deliver this cup, right? The cups were representing the friend connection, the newly formed friend connection around this game, around this board game or something. So she's trying there, she's attempting, despite this one's kind of party pooper attitude, despite that, she's trying to present to him like a possibility of joining in on the fun. It's like you can join in on the fun, but she's having to kind of bypass this ego. It's coming through as kind of slightly egotistical, like an egotistical sense of that if I don't win, I don't have fun. So there's something in this match that they're playing against each other that's going to, like, it's going to bypass this. It's like, even though he feels like he's going to win, you know, and he actually might, win this game. But there's also something else that he's winning too. It's like in the process, it's like the Queen of Swords is kind of allowing him to win because she understands that the way that he perceives fun is to always be winning. Now, of course, we all know that that's not solely the way to receive joy, excitement, exhilaration while playing this game, but in the process of this game proceeding, the King of Swords, you know, playing their one-trick pony and winning, their energy is shifting. Their energy is shifting, and I'm noticing how there's a bird here, right, above this cup, and it's like it's like suddenly they've been made aware that this is actually all, it is all for fun. This bird is honing in on the cup. So it's like they're being made aware that it is actually all for fun. It is all for fun. And then and that everyone at the table, everyone at this table can win. Everybody can win. Everybody can have their their opportunity to win and experience kind of like the victory, if you will. Like, I won this game, and then of course, you know, you start another game, and then someone else wins the game. It's kind of like that. So it's like slowly throughout the process of playing with this King of Swords, the Queen of Swords has successfully shifted the energy of the King of Swords into one that is less serious. It's more playful, you know, and it's like, and that's what's a great match between them, because it's like, now we can get to the real game. Now we can really use our skills and our strategy to kind of have like a face off. But instead of it being I have to win, it's actually more fun to see what the other one is bringing to the table. That's really exciting. All right, so Capricorn, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Of course, if you are interested in a personal reading by me, I will be more than happy to do that. Just look down in the description box and you'll see all the information to get in contact with me. Have a good one.